Welcome to another video, you guys. Today I'm going to be talking about why I left my 1983 VT750 at another state while on my trip to Babes Right Out East Coast. So let me start from the beginning. I took a trip to Babes Right Out East Coast with a couple of friends, several friends, all the way to Narrowsburg, New York, and I took my Honda 1983 VT750. And it's the same bike that I took last year when I went alone by myself. And on my way back, on my way over there last year, it was great. On my way back, it gave me some problems because of fuel. So I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So we were about 2 hours away from Narrowsburg, New York. But that day we were gonna stop by a hotel maybe an hour away, and then so an hour away from this hotel, my bike, well, let me describe how it was while I was riding it. So I was riding it, it was fine. Before that, I had connected the wire to charge my phone, which I wasn't using during that whole time of the trip. My battery was low on my phone, so I was like, let me just charge it. I did this last year, it was fine. But using that extra power for my battery, for my phone to be charged, I felt like that kind of did something, or was the result of this problem. So I was riding, and then all of a sudden I hear this loud pop from the sound came from the left side and more towards the front end of the engine. I can't remember where it was, but it was just a loud exhaust pop. And then ever since that pop, my bike started acting up. It was bogging, but it didn't happen right away after the pop. It just felt like when I would give it throttle, it was hesitant to just speed up. And then at first I thought it was first I was like, oh my god, something's happening. I mean, I was like, it wasn't riding how it was the previous day. So first I thought maybe the elevation was acting up. Pennsylvania, the higher elevations. And then we would go up in elevation, up hills, and I couldn't keep up with the rest of the group. I was actually the one all the way behind the whole group. I believe it was 6 of us riding at the time, and I couldn't keep up. I even had whole throttle open, and it took a while. When it would struggle to just go and try to keep up with the rest of us, with the rest of the group. And then it kept doing that for a couple of miles, and I was like, oh my god, please, don't leave me stranded. And then we actually ended up stopping at a gasoline station, and so we all filled up, and then I filled up on gas, and maybe I was like, maybe it just needs gas. But then after that, my bike started up, and then we were all ready to go. We signaled we were all ready to go, and once I hit the throttle, went into first gear and hit the throttle, it died on me, and that's when I knew something was up. And then after it died on me, I tried to crank it up, and it just would not turn on after that. So fast forward, trying to identify what's the problem. I right away, I've been having problems with this bike with fuel issues, so I was maybe it needs a new fuel pump. The fuel pump goes bad. I did check the fuel pump and it was spitting out some fuel, but not how as much as it's supposed to. So I took someone else's bike, rode to an AutoZone, got a fuel pump, a 12-volt fuel pump, rewired some stuff, and got that going. And then I thought I had it like. Then I was like, once I installed that new fuel pump and connected everything, my bike fired up, it ran, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm good to go. So I shut it off. I told everyone I think I'm good to go, and then they were like, yeah, just take it around the gas station. I tried it again, and it wouldn't want to start again. It was so crazy. And then I had noticed that the fuel pump wasn't working when I connected to the wires I was supposed to do that. So what I did, and which was kind of dangerous, I connected the fuel pump directly to my battery. So like at first I just like got the two wires negative, positive, and like the fuel pump started spitting out fuel. So I was like, maybe if I connect the fuel pump directly to the battery, that might help me. That's not the safest thing to do. But so like I tried that. I told everybody like I might like I'll do this. I mean, whatever it takes to get us to the hotel. But the bike still didn't want to run for some reason. I feel, and then I took my spark plugs, and then my spark plugs were really lean on my rear cylinder, and then on the front cylinder of the engine, they looked fine. They looked perfect. So I wasn't getting any fuel on that rear cylinder. So the reason why I couldn't keep up, why my bike made it all the way to the gas station, but was also struggling on elevation, and then later on towards the end, just even struggling on like straightaways, was because I was only running on one cylinder. Yeah, I have a V-twin. It's a V-twin engine, and it was only running on one cylinder. I was getting spark on both the front and all four spark wires, the front and the rear, but I just wasn't getting fuel on the rear cylinder. And then I just felt like it was, I thought like, can a jet be clogged? Can the jet be clogged to my carburetor that's for the rear cylinder? Like, I was just fed up. I was like, I can't take this whole bike apart just to get to the carburetor, because it's just I really customized that bike, and just even taking out, and then I did like some new stuff to the seat, and like just trying to take out that one seat would take forever. And also like we were running out of time. It was around like 7:30 p.m. It was starting to get dark, so we were starting to lose light. I'm pretty sure my friends were starting to get frustrated at me, and then also like there was still maybe like 40 to 30 minutes left to get to this other hotel, and so like I made the decision to like, let's just leave it here at the gas station, and then just continue on with the trip. What we did was redistribute all my luggage between the rest of us, and then one of my friends backpacked me. She had room, and backpacked me to the hotel, and then the next day to the camp at Babes Redout. So that's how we made it work. We got in the hotel room really late. I can't remember, probably 11 p.m. but yeah, the deal with my bike. So like, I went on with the event. So we left Sunday morning from the camp out, got back to the gas station where my bike was at. And then I had another group of friends who came with a van and a trailer. We were gonna tow my bike, but another friend of ours, her bike was like totally couldn't overheating. She had a Harley, a nice Harley, and then it came down to like if it was my bike or her bike. And I was like, your bike is getting on the trailer. I was like, the good thing about just leaving my bike for the weekend there, leaving it in the gas station and like going to Base Ride Out, having a blast, it made me think, all last year, the bike broke down on me on every major trip. It broke down on me. And then it broke down on me on this trip. And I was just so fed up. Like, I love the bike, but I mean, to a point, I just wanted to ride, and I wasn't able to. And then I just felt like I put in so much work. I did not want to put any more money into it. And like during the camp out, like I really thought like if I had to leave this bike, like I would leave it. Like I would not hesitate. So we put my friend's HD on the trailer. I left my bike at a motorcycle shop that was nearby the gas station, and then I rode one of my other friends' Honda VTX 1300 back home, which was great. Like that was actually the biggest bike I've ever rode, and it was so comfortable. That bike was a fucking dream, except for the tires. That bike has turbo tires, and when it rained a couple of times, it was pretty fucking sketchy. But damn, man, like just thinking about having a bigger bike on long trips is fucking amazing. But so like I got back home to Chicago, and then I call up the motor shop where I left the bike. I called them up, told them what happened, and then told them I have the title for this bike. If you want to buy it from me, you can. If not, then keep it and then have it for parts. And they were like, no, we don't want to buy it. We'll probably sell it for parts. And I get that, like, my bike is heavily customized all the way up to like the wire harness. And I know like even motorcycle shops, they don't want to work on custom bikes because there's just so much shit has been worked on, and like you can't work with a custom bike that you don't know or don't have like the schematics or the shop manual. So yeah, that's what happened. So I left that bike in Pennsylvania, small town in Pennsylvania, and yeah, I just like I don't regret that. Of course I could have like brought it, like paid to bring it back and sell it for parts, but it's just if I would have brought it back, it would have been the same thing over and over again, breaking down. So right now I don't have a bike. The only thing I have is a skeleton bike, the 1981 XT 200, the enduro bike that still needs work on. But right now I don't have a bike. Probably won't be having one this season. Trying to save up for one for next season. And I was thinking like I just want a good reliable bike that I really don't change much to it, because I just want to be riding. I don't want to be breaking down, and I'm just tired of that. And then maybe after having that bike, I can get another bike where I can work on, because I just love working on bikes. But like, I mean, right now I have this, so I'm actually gonna start going back and seeing what I have, because I started working on this in the beginning of this year and I put it off, but I have a whole bunch of parts for it. So like I need to tear down the whole engine that it had, and I actually bought a new to me used engine, the bottom end. So taking that apart, it had like a broken shaft and some bearings were fucked up, but yeah, I mean, I have a project, but yeah, that's the deal with my old bike. I don't have it anymore, and it's not existent to me anymore. It was a good bike. We had some really good rides as well, but I'm just ready to move on. And yeah, so yeah, right now, like, I don't even know what bike I want next. Definitely can't afford a newer bike, but also I don't want an old beater. Want something more like a little bit more reliable. And yeah, wanted to give you guys a